Hello, everyone. Woo. Welcome back, and thank you for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Last week, we discussed one of two characteristics of the Israelites that we may directly identify with. And we're on the topic of how much God cares for us. The second characteristic is being religious. Being religious. We often hear when people talk about religion, they're talking about worshiping a higher power, but it also pertains to the fact of going through the motion of doing something without any meaning behind doing it. So expecting the act alone of doing something to be enough. So God wants us to spend quality time with Him, and He doesn't want us to form our mouths to say nice things to Him without truly meaning it. So, for example, what if you're hanging out with someone, but they're on the phone the whole time they're with you? Technically, they are with you, So is that enough? It's not enough for me. Let me tell you something. I would say something like, hey, can you put your phone down? So Gomer and the Israelites, when we were talking about Hosea, they had the same type of characteristic. So we see this in Hosea 8:13. It says, though they offer sacrificial gifts and eat the flesh, the Lord does not accept them. Now He will remember their guilt and punish their sins. They'll return to Egypt. Talking about the Israelites. So the Israelites were going through the motions of giving God offerings, but they had no meaning behind it. They kept doing whatever they wanted to do. And God did not accept it. He did not accept it from them. Actually, He punished them for that. This also reminds me of the promiscuous woman in Proverbs 7. So Proverbs 7 is a story of a promiscuous woman that seduces a man. And it's a good read. In Proverbs 7, a woman dresses like a prostitute and came to meet a man in verse 10. And in verse 14, she says, I've made my fellowship offerings. Today I have fulfilled my vows. So I came out to meet you, the man she was trying to seduce, to search for you, and I found you. So fellowship offerings were given to God to ask God for forgiveness and turn from their wrong ways. The woman gave the offering and made her vow, but she continued in her wrong ways. She was being religious. She had no meaning behind her offering. So why give a sacrificial offering if they aren't going to change anything? Why ask God for forgiveness when we have no issue doing the same thing again? There's no use of going through the motions. God can see our hearts. Is there anything that we do towards God that is actually just religion? God is seeking relationship from us. An example of being religious is going to church and never getting anything out of it, but hey, you went to church. Or praying because it looks like you're doing something good, but you don't really believe what you're saying. Those are examples. And after everything we can do towards God, God still has compassion for us. He's the same God before and after He died on the cross. Hosea 11:8 says, my compassion is stirred. God did not want to demolish Ephraim and Israel as He did the Sodom and Gomorrah cities. God wants us to return to Him just as Jacob returned to Bethel in Hosea 12. Jacob was initially in his ways, but he wept and sought the favor of God. Initially being in our ways, we can also seek the favor of God. Matthew 7:7, it says, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be open to you. James 4:8 says, draw nigh to God, He will draw nigh to you. So as long as we're breathing, it's not too late to start walking with God. Restore relationship, reconcile. Just don't take His compassion for granted, because the Bible talks about that too, and we don't want to do that, I hope that these messages blessed you as much as it blessed me. And I hope that you can talk about this information with God. please like, comment, subscribe, share for more Bible discussions, because it's coming. It's coming, okay? Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all later.